Hi, I'm Taylor Gassman, and I'm here to talk to you about the new Star Wars movie. How many of you have heard of Star Wars? If not every single one of you, I would guess that the majority have. The Star Wars films are some of the most well-known films in the world within the last 50 years. The space-age story that everyone was captivated by is back to blow your mind. This new Star Wars installment is the first in the sequel trilogy following Walt Disney's purchase of Lucasfilms. George Lucas had discussed creating a sequel trilogy but had decided against it, saying that he was done and was not going to make any more. In October of 2012, he chose to sell his production company and with it the Star Wars franchise to Disney. He attended early story meetings and helped advise on the details of the Star Wars universe. He also gave some ideas on rough story treatments for the sequel trilogy, but they were discarded and he had no further involvement with the film. He was quoted saying, he wants to let it go and become its own generation. Star Wars The Force Awakens is set about 30 years after the events that occurred during The Return of the Jedi, a previous Star Wars film, and is going to draw all kinds of Star Wars fanatics as well as younger, newer fans with its timeless storyline. This epic space opera, building off the already widely followed series of movies, will be breathtaking in the way it uses new age technology to enhance the special effects and CGI used in the earlier films. When the original Star Wars movies were made, they were revered for their literally awesome visual effects and their exciting characters and storyline. They will bring in some new cast members while bringing back some of the old cast members in hopes of interesting the older generations as well as the new. This is a must-see movie. This movie could very well be the movie of the year, if not one to be recognized for a long time to come. This movie's score will be done by the same man who scored the first 6 movies, and it's written by J.J. Abrams, who co-wrote it with Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote 2 of the first of the 6 Star Wars movies. Disney has gone through an extensive marketing process to get this movie as much face time as possible before it comes to theaters. With an approximate $200 million budget, they look for the film to be a huge box office success. The Hollywood Reporter said that it wouldn't be surprised to see it have a $540 million opening worldwide, and as well as breaking the record for the US opening, which was previously held by Jurassic World with $200.8 million. When it makes it to theaters, they expect to break box office records with profits exceeding $1 billion without blinking an eye, and the potential to be the first film ever to gross $3 billion. It will be released in 2D, 3D, and IMAX 3D on December 18, 2015. That's barely a week from now, so get your tickets. Disney was gracious enough to give us a 90-second teaser trailer which only left me drooling and wanting more. I, for one, am so amped to see this new, revamped Star Wars movie turns out. It is sold out in many of the venues in which it is playing, so if you don't already have a ticket, you better go get yours soon, or wait until it comes out to DVD. Either way, this is one of those movies that you're not going to want to miss.